In the previous video, we decided when a task actually justifies more than one agent. I'm Merdad, and now we need to decide how those agents fit together and divide responsibility. Multi-agent does not name one universal architecture for every task. It describes a topology decision about the system's shape. We will compare 4 common shapes, separate topology from agent roles, and see why the wiring also defines reliability. The moment we say multi-agent, we have already made a wiring decision, even if nobody has drawn the diagram. Someone must define who talks to whom, who hands work across boundaries, and where each result returns. Those connections carry both information and control, so an accidental shape creates accidental behavior. The first real choice is not how many agents to add. It is what shape the many should take and who should play each role. Multi-agent is not one thing. It is a topology decision made before any agent begins its loop. The harness has already defined who routes work, which agents can communicate, and where completed results come back. That wiring constrains orchestration, handoffs, shared state, observability, and the places where failures can spread. So this is not simply adding agents. It is choosing how work and information move through the system. 4 shapes appear repeatedly in real systems, and each makes a different coordination pattern easier. In an orchestrator worker topology, one orchestrator splits work, routes scope tasks to workers, and recombines their results. It fits independent subtasks that can fan out and then return for synthesis. A pipeline uses a fixed sequence where each stage passes its result to the next stage. That works when the workflow is known and predictable. A hierarchical topology uses nested managers to coordinate subteams across different domains, with results moving upward through the tree. In a peer mesh, agents communicate directly and choose which peer to consult while iterating on one shared artifact. Every extra peer adds communication paths, so the mesh becomes difficult to monitor as it widens. Most production systems are hybrids. A common design nests orchestrators, then uses a small mesh only where peers genuinely need direct iteration. The orchestrator worker pattern is usually the first topology I would test because its control path remains explicit. One hub owns the plan and run state, while workers receive only the scoped context needed for their tasks. That creates one audit trail, strong observability, and a system that is easier to reason about when something fails. The same centralization also concentrates risk, because every result funnels through one place for synthesis. The hub can become overloaded, delay the entire run, or fail as a single point of control. OpenAI and Anthropic both use versions of this pattern. Start here, measure the strain, and earn a more complex topology through a concrete need. Choose the topology by matching its communication pattern to the structure of the work. Independent subtasks that return for synthesis fit an orchestrator worker pattern, while a fixed sequence fits a pipeline. A handful of peers revising one artifact may justify a mesh, while many agents across many domains need a hierarchy. The mesh reveals why this matching matters. With n agents, a full mesh has n times n-1 divided by 2 connections. 10 agents already create 45 paths that may need monitoring, permissions, and failure handling. When the system grows, scale by nesting teams and managers, not by widening one mesh. Topology and roles answer different questions. Topology defines the wiring, while roles define the jobs performed inside it. The orchestrator decides who runs next, routes work, and synthesizes the final result. The planner decomposes a goal into subtasks that other agents can execute. The worker, sometimes called a task agent, performs the work by calling tools inside its own loop. Support agents serve the rest of the system through verification, memory, retrieval, or critical review. These roles are orthogonal to topology, so the same jobs can appear in a hub, tree, or mesh. Design the system's shape and its job boundaries as 2 separate choices. Topology is also a reliability decision, because every communication path becomes part of the system's failure surface. The 2026 study from Spark to Fire injected one false claim into multi-agent systems and tracked how it spread. In most frameworks, nearly all agents became infected as the error followed their communication paths. Adding reviewer or quality assurance agents did not reliably stop the cascade because they consumed the same poisoned context they were checking. Poison a central hub, and the error can reach almost everything downstream. Poison an isolated leaf, and much of the system may continue correctly. More agents do not automatically create reliability. Choosing the topology means choosing the blast radius of bad context, routing, and decisions. Pick the topology first, because the shape constrains every coordination decision that follows. It determines how orchestration works, what each handoff must contain, which state is shared, and where decisions are logged. The same shape also determines where the system can bottleneck and how far one failure can travel. These are not details to add after building the agents. They are consequences of the wiring, and the harness must make them explicit. Carry 3 ideas into your own multi-agent system design. First, multi-agent is a topology decision, and each common shape makes different work easy while creating different costs. Second, roles are a separate axis, so orchestrator, planner, worker, and support jobs can appear in any topology. Third, the shape is a failure surface. Choose it by the task, because the paths carrying useful information also determine how far errors spread. That is the shape of a multi-agent system, and the design choice that constrains everything built on top of it. If this series helps you, subscribe to Multi-Agent Academy and connect with me on LinkedIn. Next is Video 6, Orchestration and Loop Control. Once the agents are wired, who decides what runs next and when the whole system stops? I'll see you there.